World Series preview for the Dash Report. I'm your host, Bobby Moravia, with co-host David Dash Asher.
Thank you for giving me a second chance here, or third chance, or maybe even fourth.
It might be the last if you keep it up. And
Good point.
Sammy Saint Sutton making another appearance.
I appreciate you having me here. It's great.
Always. You were a big hit, by the way. Our switchboard was lit up last time you came, so we brought you back.
So my agent tells me.
Yeah.
You sure it wasn't a blackout?
And you also work cheap, so that's a good thing. So
Just give me a couple of drinks, I'm good.
that's all you need. Well, we got Smack Pack versus CTU, and I got to say, all three of us were hitting 500 in the preview. We picked Smack Pack versus We Are Family, so we're lucky we still have a job. We didn't go 0 for 2.
Well, in baseball, batting a 500 is tremendous, so
Yeah.
we're in the right business.
Yeah. What about horse racing? Is that good? Not bad, actually.
Don't get me started on horse racing.
Asher, member of the Smack Pack organization, what do you think about your victory over the Entourage organization, 4 games?
Very rewarding. Morris Shama, A.B. Saka, the pitcher, Maurice Haber. It was a big challenge. We lost the first game, and then we took over the series and beat them 3 straight. Very, very rewarding, and looking forward to the World Series on Sunday, weather permitting.
Sammy, what do you think was the key for Smack Pack's victory? We all picked Smack Pack, but what was the difference in the series?
Like I said before, it all comes down to the starting pitcher. It wasn't so much of a surprise to me that they won, because maybe a couple of years into the league, maybe even next year, A.B. Saka will win. And the experience under your belt, he got the experience, and away he goes from now. But Red has the experience factor. That's what took him over the top.
Yeah. Ironically, both teams lost game 1 of the series and rebounded to win 3 straight. So that's it's really against the percentages for the most part. It's a funny thing. This league, all we talked about this year was the youth movement in the YMSL. All the great young bloods coming in. And lo and behold, we got Red versus Moses in the World Series. I mean, if this is not sponsored by AARP, I don't know what is. But the old dogs have really came back to victory and back in the postseason. It just goes to show that Red and Moses, man, they're battlers and they're winners.
Well, quite frankly, I'm shocked that We Are Family got just rolled over and died at the end like that. I know Azer hurt them by not being there the first week with the first 2 games, and
They did split.
They did split, but they didn't have the oomph that they were going into the postseason with the starting pitcher not being there. Really
Yeah, I think
hurts
it was in the back of their mind. It was affecting them.
It's got to be. And like I said before, Jamie Moyer versus Tom Glavine. That's what it comes out. It's Red Nesser versus Moses. 2 old, slow-throwing, junk-throwing, nibbling, old men. But that's what wins in this league.
Hey, watch it. Red's a staple item.
Hey, Red spilled the ball pretty hard. You'd be surprised. He's not Jamie Moyer. We drive faster on the parkway than Jamie Moyer throws the ball. Can't say that.
So I think it's going to be a classic. And then you have, storybook lines with Elliot Braha versus Richie Braha. That's another brother combination, and Elliot with an incredible season, won the batting title, one of the leading candidates for MVP. So he's the backbone of that organization. And CTU, just it's amazing. CTU, they got in. They look like depleted organization with a week to go in the season.
The night game was disastrous.
They pulled out that victory in 3 games over Sac to get the final playoff spot, and they've just been steamrolling after that. Led by David Franco, and is really an inspired leader. And that team's just might be just riding a wave that might take them all the way.
Well, to be honest with you, the 2 main guys that stand out to me is, as much as I mess around with them all the time, Douglas DeWeck. It's big hits every single week in, week out, even against my team. And also, he's been clutch. I can't stop saying anything about that. And also the defense at third base by Bash. He's been stopping a lot of balls. Even the last ball hit by the Towel kid to end the series was a smash. He made a nice pick, touched third. That's a very big difference. You got to have defense and you got to have big hitting.
Yeah, they've been getting, ironically, their big question mark going into the season was the offense, but they ended up leading the league in runs, so a lot of surprises on that.
Very much
56,
so.
56 pick, Douglas DeWitt.
Yeah, Douglas
It's a steal.
Dweck, Albert Edery.
This guy's campaign manager or something?
He killed me on Shabbat and Deal Shul. I gotta make it up to him.
Albert Edery.
I saw him on West Deal this week.
Albert Edery hitting 600, he had a tremendous year.
Sonny Shalom as well, played unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of career years, and I think all of a sudden now they picked up Henry Shalom off the AA Transformers franchise.
That's single A to be exact.
Single A.
Japanese baseball. That's what
And for the injured Eddie Rishti. So that's a tremendous addition.
You bet it is.
And for the first time in YMSL history, you have 4 consecutive lefties in the top of the lineup. So it's ironic. Right now we're going to commercial break from our sponsors, the folks over at RBI Inc. And just go over and they'll give you a nice cold beverage.
Just pay.
Yeah, exactly.
Goodbye.